What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to Broken Sword. Just want to point out quickly, apologies. I want to apologize first. Apologies if you can hear my my mouse. As I've explained in other videos, it's not the quietest of things. Even though this mic is cordial, coaxial, whatever. The thing is pointed at me, and my mic is behind the mouse, but for some reason you can still hear it. But again, it's not the quietest thing, so I do apologise for that. But anyway, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, fun little fact for you. Not that you'll care, probably, but whatever. This was actually supposed to be, it's something I forgot to mention as well. This was actually supposed to be my first ever LP. When I was doing my research into the whole YouTube thing and recording and everything like that, like, Broken Sword was supposed to be my first LP. But because of the technical issues, I thought it might have been a bit too much of a hassle to deal with, like first time round and all this stuff. So I then decided on Life is Strange. And I'm happy you did, because I really enjoyed Life is Strange. Fucking fantastic game. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get on. Let's speak to this woman, the florist. Do we get any flowers for Nicole?
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good, and it only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
You got a point, George.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Yikes. Well, thanks for telling me.
Yeah, never give anyone white lilies. As she said, like, they are associated with death. I mean, I know people use, like, black roses, but black roses don't mean anything. Black roses have been associated with death, you know, because it's black. But I think white lilies are more synonymous with death than black roses. Though I could be wrong, because I'm not agricultural. That's probably the wrong word. But you know, I'm not into all that stuff. But I believe that white lilies are more synonymous with death than black roses. Black roses are just basically stereotypical, I want to say. Sort of like a stereotypical death flower, because yeah, anyway, you know what I mean.
What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Oh, oui, oui, oh.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he fixed it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
Wait, her door is unlocked? Or the door into the apartment? Oh, I don't know.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
She will get better. Don't worry.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
You're sounding a little posh English more than, more than French, love.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know?
10 francs, please, my dear.
10 francs? That's a ripoff.
Please yourself.
I don't know how much 10 francs is.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
No, it's for raising manhole covers.
Formidable.
Formidable. Oh, mais oui, formidable. I'd be fucking scared and worried if a dentist pulled that thing out. We're just gonna do a bit of dental work, lad. Fucking clang. And smack your teeth in.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
Thank you.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
Okay, can we persuade you to read our fortune without giving you 10 francs?
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Yeah, when I come back, yeah. Hey, sorry about that weird cut. I actually had to stop the video, so it's the next day now. For me. Not for you, obviously. It is for me. Okay, so we were... what were we doing? Oh yeah, that's it. We were heading into Nicole's apartment. So let's go see our future partner in crime.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
That was more of a shove, George. Just come in, don't knock. I love how he just walks in.
Bonjour.
No knocking or anything.
I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
Thank you, Nicole.
Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers beneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number. What's more, I know where he hired the clown suit, too.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck! Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
I took my photographs to the editor, but he wasn't interested. Can you believe it? He told me to drop his story.
But you're not about to do that.
Oh, no. I am going to find out what's behind these killings. You know what I think? It's a conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone.
Yeah, pretty much. You got all your bases covered there. Not one guy. No, it couldn't be one guy just killing people in 3 different countries. No, of course not.
May I use your telephone?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know
Hello?
if we need to use
Who
the
is
phone.
this? Mr. Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
Forget
Nothing,
it.
because I phoned you by accident. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's ask about let's ask about Nico.
You speak very good English for a French girl.
Thanks. You speak very good English for an American.
How did Plantar
Very
get your
sarcastic.
name?
For the newspaper, La Liberté, I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy and the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Planta said he could supply me with more information. Somehow, the clown must have known about our appointment.
Clearly.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Onno Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it! Millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off.
Was he killed for his money?
No. He had no living relatives, and his fortune went to the orphanage where he grew up. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
This guy's got all sorts of costumes. This one with a clown, the other one a snowman. What's the other one going to be? A mime?
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese green politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium. He was committed to dismantling Japan's automobile industry.
I can't see him gaining much support with a loony policy like that.
Yamada was a man of vision. He was years ahead of his time.
If you say so. How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say, flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown. You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you what, I won't be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance of a big break.
Or a premature death.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you know, they get into situations that are a lot worse.
I found this false nose in the sewer. It has La Risée du Monde printed inside it.
The laughing stock of the world. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Why don't you put it on, George?
No way am I wearing this. I'd look really stupid. Besides, he might have had a cold.
Oh, George. Do you want to see me
This is the
stick?
tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
Oh, of course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but, well, I had a job to do. I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here, George, it's an enlargement I made. Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh, no?
Take a close look at his left cheek.
A scar. In the shape of a horseshoe.
Oh, a crescent moon.
Yeah, don't ask if she wants it back, George. You know, just steal it for
I
yourself.
found this tissue down the sewer.
Oh, that's disgusting, George.
I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use. Or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
It's gone.
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, there is not much to tell.
Well, how did you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought my first camera. I was 8 and my parents had just split up.
Did you live with your father?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I don't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Well, it's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really, always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted I should study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
Oh, God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used, paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the time I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Do you have a boyfriend?
That's none of your business.
Straight in there, George. So, have you got a boyfriend? You're a very nice French woman. Oh, mais oui. Oh, c'est la vie. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
I'm going back out to search for
C'est
that
toi?
clown.
Where?
Well, I guess I could visit the costume shop.
Good idea.
And that is exactly what we are going to do. Go find out what more information we can find. Go find out more information what we can find out. Words, zoomy, sentences, phrases. They work in some way. Oh, has the music gone up again? That's loud as balls. Done. I turned that down. It's still loud as hell. Anyway, right, let's go to this costume shop, see what more information we can find out. Rougerie, Poste de Police, Café de la Chandelier Verte? La Rose du Mont. Alright, we'll go there. I think that's the shop. Indeed. Why? What?
As I was about to touch the dummy, I realized it had the same color eyes as Nico. The strange thing was, I hadn't realized I'd noticed the color of Nico's eyes.
Oh, yes, you did, George. You know you did.
I gave the dummy Pierrot a tentative prod, but it didn't move.
Pierrot the Clown. That reminds me of, oh, who did the song? Pierrot the Clown. Oh, that's gonna bug me now. What's the fucking name? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, the name of the
Excuse
group.
me.
They did.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind. But in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible. You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just
I'd
need
look
some
sexy
information.
as hell.
Of course. How can I help you?
And the band I was thinking of is Placebo. Fantastic song. If you ever listen to a song by Placebo, listen to Pierrot the Clown. It's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Okay.
I'm
what about
looking
the
for a
clown?
man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
What? Oh, I thought he was going to say, well, I can't because you're just a general member of the public. Well, we could have given him our card. Well, Rosso's card anyway, but we don't have it anymore.
The clown I'm looking for is a cold-blooded killer. Give me his name, and I'll see he's brought to justice.
I'd help you if I could, but you can't expect me to remember all my customers. You see, the clown costume is our most popular line, monsieur. On average, we hire out more than 30 clown suits a week. You'll have to give me more to go by. A description, perhaps?
Do we not have Oh, wait, no, because that was the tailor one, wasn't it? That was not
How come
for...
clowns are
okay,
so
yeah.
popular?
I think it has something to do with their unpredictable nature.
Personally, I think clowns should be banned, along with mimes.
Oh, come now. Who doesn't love clowns?
Me, for one.
Yeah, especially since one almost killed him.
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui? He was here this morning.
He was here this morning. Why was
Are
he here
you
this
sure
morning?
this is the man who bought grease paint?
Oui, monsieur.
Are you sure this is the man?
Oui, monsieur.
Yeah. Okay, we got that.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
He could be able to recognize the paint on it.
Let me smell that. Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Do can, who can, you can, we can, they can.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
You can always put it in the washer.
Are you sure that...
Oui, monsieur. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Okay, so that gives us... So, he's bought a pixie one, which means he's going to attack again somewhere.
Are you sure this is...
Certainement, monsieur.
Okay. So where now? Because we don't have anything else. Oh, pardon me. To ask him, why is it I don't record and I have no gas or whatever? I start to record and then suddenly my body goes, yeah, just burp everywhere. It's fine. Like, no, it's not professional. Not that I
Thanks
am
for your
professional.
help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
Left hand.
What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Good advice there. Good advice. Anyway, I was trying to say, yeah, my videos aren't professional at all. Alright, so, let's go back to... Let's go back to Nico. Let's go use her phone, and then we'll see if we can put any more information to Tao, whatever his name was. And we'll see if he can give us any more information. That's what we need. We need information.
Salut, George. What news?
I've been to the costume shop.
She gives a nice little smile.
Yeah, I like it. What are you supposed to be?
I didn't hire a costume. These are my clothes and you know it.
Did you ask about the clown?
Yeah. He used the name Khan. He hired 2 costumes, the clown and a pixie.
Then we're one jump ahead of him.
How do you make that out?
He probably plans to use the pixie suit next time he kills.
Oh, God, don't let it be me. I don't deserve to die at the hands of a pixie.
Don't be silly, George. That won't happen.
Oh, no?
No.
You're not important enough.
Because every time you see a pixie, you're going to run like hell.
That is indeed true. Should we give her a shock?
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people electric shocks.
Why?
It's a gag. A practical joke.
If you ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
Okay. I get the picture.
Break your arm as well as your balls.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
It's something at least.
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clown's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Indeed so.
May I use your
let's use a
telephone?
phone.
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
We'll go find this traffic guy and see if he knows the name of Khan. Nice drawing.
Hello?
Todrick.
Who is this?
It's George Stobart again.
What now?
What? No. Do you know a guy named Khan?
The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan. Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number.
Sit,
It
Ubu,
was
sit.
Upstairs.
Good dog.
The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
Woo!
Now we're getting somewhere. Do you know the Hotel Ubu?
The Ubu? Yes, I do.
That's where the clown stayed.
Good work, George.
Did you have to sound so excited, Nicole? The Ubu? Yes, I do.
See you later.
Where are you going
All right.
now?
I could
Ubu.
go hang out at the Hotel Ubu.
Watch out for Khan, George.
Don't worry, I will.
Khan might not even remember us, so we should be okay. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. Like I said, it's been about 20 years, so... Well, it's been less than that, because again, I have played it many times, but... It's been quite a number of years since I've actually played the game. Why is the music so loud here? Shut up. Okay, Hotel Ubu. Let's go there, see if we can find Khan. Oh, these two. I recognize these two. Oh, let's go back out. Let's go speak to them.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet!
You bet! I'm a stereotypical gangster!
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
You might have something that could harm my boss,
Nothing, Guido. Zilch!
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Oh, you never give me any fun, man. I want to break his arms. I want to shoot him in the face. I want to kick him in the balls. Oh, you never let me have any fun. Yeah. Lady... something or other?
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George. George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Pierre.
And he fucked me all over the stables.
It's Neil Sutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
You appear distracted, George. I would love you in my bedchamber. She seems the kind. She seems the type of woman that would do that. Just go after any young thing. Just get her in a bedchamber. Do you know someone called Khan?
I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you Americans use? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is dick.
Precisely.
Oh, that humour. Oh, that humour. Oh.
Have you come across a man who calls himself Khan?
I am familiar with only one person named Khan.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian chieftain?
No, darling. Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of him.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Hempstead. Organises fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
Sweetie. I do love the actor who does this woman. She's brilliant.
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
Why does that not surprise me?
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. A wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
Oh? Did you meet someone?
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Blimey.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
What, Merlin the Wizard?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin.
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest. He's the man I've been telling you about. That's the man who spurned me.
Which is, his name's Khan, not Merlin.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honour. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantar's briefcase.
And I'm sure she would like to get her hands on whatever you have, George.
Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would.
And that...
I have to go, ma'am.
And that is what we will do for next time. So yeah, we'll go and... We'll speak to this guy next. I can't remember his name. And then we'll try and get the things out the safe and then go visit his room. But again, that will be for next time. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. And I will see you all later. And as ever, bye-bye.